The other approach to forgetting what you are not able to forget is to look for triggers that makes you remember things that you don't want to remember. If you have paid sufficient attention, you would have seen that there are many things, at times physical or mental, that makes us remember. So when you try to analyze, when you try to pay attention, you probably would have things that are there around you that makes you remember. These could be things like gift given by someone, it could be a cloth of someone, it could be someone's house or something else. So the idea is to start to pay attention and be aware of those things. And at many times we simply don't pay attention and we don't realize why we are not able to forget things. Another aspect that we need to be aware of is that at times the objects that are associated with the good memories or happy memories, they may also contribute to bringing the bad memories or the memories that you want to forget. At times we don't realize that the very same object makes us remember something that we really want to forget. We have to be mindful of the fact that the same object that makes us remember good things also makes us remember bad things. The more mindful we are, the better we are able to see the connection. And while we are talking about removing the trigger, they could be physical trigger, they could be mental trigger. Physical triggers at times are easy to get rid of. You can throw them, you can destroy them, you can donate them. There's so many things that you can do with the physical things. But when it comes to mental trigger, that is why people struggle. And that is where people struggle to forget those memories. And if you are able to see those triggers, what are some of those things that makes you remember? Maybe you being in certain circumstance, maybe some event happening around you or to you that makes you remember. And if you are able to get rid of those, you will be able to forget those memories, the painful memories that you want to forget. So look out for those mental triggers, look out for those events, look out for those emotions that makes you remember something that you really want to forget. The next aspect we need to understand is how do we forget something, or how do we find those triggers if we don't know what those triggers are, and especially when it comes to our mental triggers. So the way to do would be to take your mind away from the usual life. If you can meditate, it would help a lot. If you cannot meditate, I would say go out in the nature, have walks, spend time with nature. The more you are able to detach yourself from the usual situation, the more you will be able to see the new perspective. And the more you are able to go deeper inside you, the more you are able to make yourself aware of how you think, the better your chances of finding those triggers will increase. While we are talking about finding those triggers and removing them, we also need to understand that it is a human tendency that we want to keep those memories together. We want to have happy memories together. This is an accumulation part of human nature. We want to preserve certain things with us. And we don't realize when we preserve something good, we also preserve something that we don't want to preserve. So the more you accumulate, the chances are you will accumulate something that you didn't want to accumulate in the first place. So if you are struggling to find those memories, if you are struggling to find those triggers, if you are struggling to find the ways how to forget things, move from accumulation to detachment. Move on from where you are. Move on mentally from the emotions that you are going through. And when you do that, you will see that you are able to forget what you wanted to forget.